sure that I am necessarily. I think this would potentially be a stage where you need to mix it up slightly. However, it does come in. TYLOO have played it against Falcons. Again, not a complete trouncing, but generally struggled, never really in the game all that much.
Yeah.
Falcons in control throughout. So it does make sense, I suppose, that Sharks, therefore, clearly have done work coming into the tournament. They want to move into Vertigo, and there is a small window to punish on that map. Certainly, as you say, though, going into Nuke, I think it will be interesting if we do indeed require it. We kick off here on Vertigo now.
Yeah, it's all nice and quiet here. Making their way up. Nothing spotted as Doc started to make a move. ZDR backside. New boy on the block for this team. Got to try and step up as he anchors. Haven't cleared back 90, and they won't. And he gets to himself one. Make that two. All right, ZDR. Line up a third, but not given the chance.
Not quite yet. Bomb going to go down. The rest of the rotations coming in. They've got this one flash on the TYLOO side to work with. It's going to have to be well placed. Molly has split them up awkwardly. JamYoung, the first to fall in this retake here. Flash comes over the top, not really able to find anything. Mercury's position confirmed. I think they are quietly aware of this second man as well. Kaze, however, up close with the P2K. Sometimes the shorter barrel can work out for you, and he does indeed find two. It's all going to be down to suplex, eliminated by Kaze. A remnant of the P2K Warriors, but he will find three for the pistol.
Honestly, really good retake, it has to be said. Really well played there. Kaze, of course, individually doing the majority of the work, and ZDR sort of setting it up. 2 kills back 90 is really important. You normally only go 1 for 1. So good to see him doubling it down, nearly finding a third as well. But Kaze making it stick, man. This is good. Obviously, the low player here, black, white, probably that togged. Should have tried to tuck his head, but he just gets caught. He's sticking around too long for a fight, way too long. Sharks are going to get themselves a buy, though. So Doc's going to get an AK-47. Double Galil, Mac-10, and the Tech-9 to work with. So a feasible buy for the Brazilian side here. But up close. I'm going to try and do something with this. I get cleared here. The flash is good. He gets one while blind. Fair play. Does get traded, expected. Good little trade again coming through, and a double down from ZDR.
Yeah, it was actually Kaze in with the support behind him, so they are very ready for the B hit. The rotation from middle comes real fast. This is a very simple read that even we've caught Sharks quite a bit, right? So I can get a good idea around the fact that they like bursting B on this map, especially early on in the round. So I think if TYLOO are set up and ready for that, can get the rotation in quickly, get the assistance in quickly, they've got plenty of tape, and surely they've been able to suss that out as well. You know, if I can do so, I'm sure TYLOO can. Just going to be down to Togs here. Not able to find anything. Tiny bit of damage, but a denial of the bomb plant is quite a big deal for TYLOO. Nice bit of momentum early on.
Well. TYLOO, it's good. Force buy as well, making sure there's no bomb plant out of that is really important. Just don't give them the facilities to reinvest in. Don't give them these opportunities. This is a game that will have its opportunities for Sharks, and it could spiral into a bit of madness, but there's no point in forcing it just yet. Good work there from TYLOO. Like you said, I feel like they read that pretty well. They were very quick on the rotate there. TYLOO playing, at least in the early part of these rounds, actually basically one anchoring each side and then a bit of a mid-pack, basically, who are just rotating between information. They hear a bit of util towards B, they'll make their way over, and then vice versa. JamYoung got a little overzealous, had a little push through, and Togs will drop him. That's a freebie of an MP9, but it's only an MP9. It could have been one of the any other rifles that they had. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world to lose if you are TYLOO.
Basic flash to just kind of keep them at bay, maybe force them to reveal a position. They will rotate this utility in. However, again, in comes the B burst. These flashes, always good. Advent going to get dropped. Blind for a fair amount of time there and just not respecting them suplex. Looks like he has been thrown off the top rope there, to be fair. Absolutely goes flying, but the round looks pretty good here for Sharks, to be honest. There's no kit available, actually, for TYLOO. They do have strong weaponry, but breaking into this bomb site is going to be really tough.
Like you said, it's the timing. It's just the lack of kit that's going to make their life so difficult. 2 flashes, 2 smokes. And here comes one of them to pop around the corner. Nobody there. P250 up close can be tough. Oh, but they line up a couple. That's something. ZDR trying to push his way forward. It's all that's left. Flash going to come through and a smokes as well. But as he gets that kill, he knows he doesn't have time, so he is out of there. Doc can potentially get himself a gun, and he will. An M4, and he's chasing. In fact, he's looking for this final guy of ZDR to drop him out. But he won't be given a Shark's going to convert a full eco with just a couple of pistols to work with. And all it took was one flash on towards the site. Advent gets deleted by a Deagle, and that's the round. ZDR was just a little bit too far away. And then it makes this sort of, push, right? JamYoung with that MP9, going searching for information, but he's just overplaying that position a little bit. He gets caught. That's a freebie. And also then a bit of space to work with over towards B. So, fair play to Sharks. Utilizing that information well. TYLOO, they'll buy back in. Triple M4, double MP9. Full rifles on the other side, though. Sharks won't be scared of this buy.
Smooth start to this round as Sharks look to take their time. Again, though, we're looking at B. TYLOO, I think the point from the previous round is very much, look, you can be ready for it, you can be prepared, but that timing gets away from you, and they are, at the moment, early on into the game, just going to change things up on a very similar level of like, okay, last round we went at a minute 30, this round we're going to go at 45 seconds, then we're going to go at a minute. Last round we just went for a basic flash, now they're sending a bit of utility and trying to bait you out. Maybe we'll get a double pump here. Who knows? Even we, with all the information, are left a bit guessing.
Yeah. Molotov hit Advent there, so they'll know he's in and around that smoke. But I guess he also blocks it going back white. Kaze, little peek. And taking a tag. But a very slow round of the Sharks. Not over-facing just yet. Not committing. I think maybe ever so wary of some level of a stack. But it's not offering up. DRG can lead the charge. He had a great game against Vitality. He wants more. Flash in the corner. And there's that first for him. Down goes Kaze. ZDR's not clear. Back 90. He got 2 kills here on the pistol. He's stuck around on the fourth buy, and he might get another 2. ZDR makes it 3. That is a ridiculous time to find those kills. How are they letting it happen? But it's still a 1v1, and Doc, unfortunately, is nowhere to be seen as JamYoung alone on the B site with the bomb, and that's the round. Doc going for a late lurk, going for a flank. And his timing just a little bit off there. So that round, all credit to ZDR, really, really good. And it makes you question as well, Sharks, lads, it's one of the most basic Molotovs on this map. Just molly back 90. ZDR is exclusively only playing there.
Yeah, very true. It is an area that gets a bit overlooked, and it costs them in a big, big way. So they'll be kicking themselves, as we like to say. But we'll see here. Rolling into the next round, TYLOO got a bit lucky in that one. Sharks will be looking to test the water on A. And again, incredibly clean fundamentals. Great flash, great opener.
Nade on the corner. Nothing really garnered from it. You losing JamYoung early is pretty rough. This guy is very important to this team when he gets going on the rifles. Now, against Vitality, A was where, primarily Sharks did a lot of their business. And so far, it's been exclusively B. Hang on, look at this. That's a freebie for Mercury. Once more as well. Sticks around, and he'll double it down. That's beautiful. Beautiful work.
Yeah, really well found. Should give them the round, to be honest. 50 seconds remain. Sharks trying for a pick, but nothing really peeking in. With the bomb control, you would feel that TYLOO have got this one in the bag. Sharks may well know that. This looks more like a save move to me. More like a... Yeah, okay, definitely now.
Yeah,
maybe like trying to find some guns on the way out if he'd gone towards middle, but the fact that he backs off there, it's definitely saving.
I don't really blame him, to be honest. I don't think it's really worth having a look in for. So a round gets put in flux very quickly, basically off the back of Kaze's flash and Mercury's double. Really nice work. Just pushes through that short smoke, and Sharks just don't expect the audacity to go for a play like that. And fellas, you've not been watching your Asian Counter-Strike. These guys, they do not care. And 9 times out of 10, you just got to respect it as well. It's just so fun to watch. TYLOO, good start. Really good start. 4-1. Exactly what we want to see out of TYLOO as well. On your opponent's map pick, coming out the gates flying, setting the tone, setting the tempo, getting some of these individuals awake. We've already highlighted Mercury in this game. We've spoken about him being a difference maker. And so far, this Pro League being, without a shadow of a doubt, the best player for TYLOO. If he can keep up said form, then my God, Sharks will be in a bit of trouble. And that's not a bad way to showcase himself.
Ooh, we are on a Zao on the other side of the map here, going to find the opener. It is Hero AK territory. ZDR confident with the move into his own molly. Oh my goodness, going a little wild over here. He's called upon some assistance from JamYoung, however. And JamYoung will answer the call. Bomb going to get dropped. Smoke goes down. It's worked quite beautifully in the end. It looked a little chaotic, but maybe that's what ZDR was trying to create.
Hot flash round. Avoided. Doc sneaking through, but probably a dead man walking. He will be. Also the bomb too to make matters worse. So goes from bad to worse, realistically, for Sharks here. What do you do? 2 versus 3 with both rdnzao and Togs tagged. I don't really think they're going to get anything out of this. And of course, you can just rotate everybody over. Just play around that smoke that's set up. Swinging in, dying, simple, effective. JamYoung on for the aces. Well, and it's Kaze's molly who sees it. Togs, he had a pick your poison situation. Do you die to the rifles or do you die to the flames? And he chose the hot way out.
Yeah, tough. Very, very tough in the end. As I said, I think TYLOO creating the parameters in that round. Really looking good here. Sharks, again, the Vertigo pick remains relatively inconsistent, remains actually quite flat on the T side. They really do not have an awful lot of depth. They're going bursting in again. They've tried this in the past. Mercury this time will be dealt with quickly, however, still 4 versus 4.
Making a move here. No surprises. Test and beats theirs. The Asia Classic for Sharks, it seems so far. They must have some read. And the only read that I can think of is that Advent anchors B. Which then, fair enough, guys. I kind of feel you. Fair enough. Fair play. Why not? Flashed. Advent drops down towards Jen. Up close here. Got a good angle. Maybe a little bit further forward than they might expect as well. As they're dropping Utah to the back here. Advent going to pop off for 1. Doesn't get traded, but ZDR who does fall. Going to drop a smoke as well. But the bomb tapped, not committed. Advent sticking around for the fight, but he overfaces. And rdnzao going to double it down. Oh, that's poorly played from TYLOO. Costly, and Togs will see it off. Very, very weird choice. Swinging out like a deer in headlights. Just didn't know where to look at Vent. Sees both of them and shoots at neither. And that'll be Sharks putting up another round of the ball. But these are not good rounds of Sharks. This is not the Sharks we saw against you know, the Vitality side, where they're actually looking really competent. I mean, they still look all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough look. I think both teams are a little wacky at the moment. Some of the swings, some of the fights being taken. Looks sort of strange, doesn't it, really? But maybe it will normalize. I'm not making any promises. Not making any promises in a series like this. I think that we might be in for some more questionable plays, questionable moves out from these two teams, but it makes for exciting Counter-Strike nonetheless.
It's very true.
Yeah, always unpredictable, which is, I think, why you and I grew to be fans of the Asian scene for sure. It's great fun to watch, and sometimes there is method in the madness, and I think also in recent months, with a lot more, you know, international opportunities, they have been sort of learning, building up the discipline, and playing much more structured Counter-Strike.
Yeah, man. I mean, Mongols are winning Pro League, so.
I mean, it's not even all that controversial. Is it?
I like high key top 4.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if they hit top 4.
They are farming at the moment. Double nades. Yeah, Bye-byes at DR. No chance in hell there. The second he gets spotted, he's a dead man walking. Order the opener for Sharks. Full buy, though, for TYLOO, but it is M4s. Well, 2 M4s and an AWP. And Advent with that 5.7. He might be able to pick up whatever ZDR had. I think he only had a pistol himself, though. So, I'm going to help. Run boost across. Kaze won't have seen this, but might have hit this. Oh, this is brilliant, though. Docs might get a freebie. I don't think they know about this. If Doc clears it, this is the easiest kill of his life. And he will. That's beautiful. That run boost is genius.
So smart. Pulls the bomb away as well. They were thinking about a B end, but they've decided to go towards A instead. And you can see here the guns for TYLOO are nowhere near, actually. They give up the A bomb site at the end of the day. And allow Sharks in for a third. Maybe we'll see Advent on his 5.7 try and retrieve the AWP, but I think pretty much impossible at this point, isn't it? Togs is having a bit of a dig. Do they want to chase? Do they want to go after them here? I don't think so. He's just going to discover that they've got themselves a free round here. But yeah, they don't quite have the cash themselves to throw guns into the fray.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Maybe if Advent wants to look around. I'm going to hunt for this, though. They're going to look around. Nice shot, though. Mercury swinging a find. He'll take it. Big thing is, though, just keep an eye on what you've got. Do not. Oh, I'm going to say on the T side, didn't get too kind of too silly here. You don't want to lose anything for no reason. That's 5.7. Spotted out. He's trying to stay alive. One of the rifles down as well. Advent can't even go back to collect it either. So they only save 1 M4. Not a terrible hunt by Sharks on the way out. As long as you don't lose more than 3, or 3 or more, then I guess you're fine. But TYLOO, this lead starting to shrink bit by bit. It's this player here. This move by Doc. Run boosted over so the AWP doesn't see him. It doesn't hear him either. And then just creeps up. That basically single-handedly wins the round. Really nicely done. Real nice stuff. 5-3. Sharks starting to very rapidly catch up. With only 1 M4 to work with. A lot of onus on JamYoung to get into the thick of it in towards this one. Got to try and get a couple of kills. Drop a couple of rifles. Give TYLOO a chance. I think if they lose the A site here, he might just save towards B.
Minute and 15 on the clock here. Sharks moving up slowly, but good to see them finding a little more composure in these rounds, really. TYLOO have gone for the old classic, wherever there is noise, we shall go. Moth to the flame. Everybody rotating in towards the A bomb sites. I think Doc might have heard a fair amount of these footsteps, though, with his position. So the bomb itself is going to pull away. Try for B. I do like the idea from TYLOO here, but ultimately not going to be anybody home once they hit ramp, and Doc has come out with perfect timing. Ooh, I was going to say to at least find 1 or 2. He only gets 1, but I think his job is done. You know, he draws the attention, keeps them preoccupied, and that therefore means that the B-bomb site is free.
Yeah, that'll be that. That'll be that. Another rifle picked up, though. You take it. An AK said they are to work with into us the next round is not the worst thing in the world on what is a, you know, basically a little bit of a throwaway around there. But all in all, Sharks making this 1-round game is good. Kaze, I don't know whether Tog spotted him. But I feel like Kaze's got the right idea. Only got a P2K here. Oh, now he's definitely spotted. He's probably not going to be surviving. Oh, the nade does miss, though. And he will just jump out of there. Oh, rdnzao are going to go down to the bomb as well, so that doesn't help either. A round which doesn't make too big a difference. We do see TYLOO now start to respond, though. Heading in towards this round here. Lost a couple in a row. It's been a bit of a shaky display. They've now got to start to climb their way back into this. They can't really afford to continue letting things slip away. As Sharks, if they start to spiral on this T side, very much they can get into a position where they make it very difficult to work with. We also know as well that pistols can be quite perilous too at times. God, this could be the last full buy. Maybe just the last round for TYLOO, which would give Sharks the ability to guarantee a 6th round. I'll flash up. I've been up close. He'll get 1. Good. 2. Yeah, kind of.
You can hear the bias. No, he does get 2 indeed. It was a lovely flash around the corner, I think, that facilitates him further. Suplex. Oh, deleted. Couldn't find the sight line. It's all going to be down to Mr. Togs, and he will also be finished off. A non-starter there for the side of Sharks. 4 rounds out from their T side. Is it necessarily enough? Difficult to say at this point in time. Another timeout to come round. Coach are getting vocal, and well, they're only down to 1 again. Similar to the M80 game, a lot of early timeouts to just sort of set the tone. Didn't really work for them over there. We'll see if they can reset things here with the multiple timeouts.
True. Yeah, Coach getting quite vocal here. They know this is a map in which they do play good Counter-Strike on, but all in all, so far been good for TYLOO. I think just get a double there. ZDR swings in. That's our saved AK as well, working really well at the tail end. Nice work from him. Just showing you, I don't want to put an AK in the wrong hands. ZDR, new boy on this team, having a really good game so far. 13-5. And a great time in the server. He can continue this into C-side as well. Sharks could be under a little bit of pressure. And this is without really seeing Mercury or JamYoung pop off, so to say. They've just been having pretty average performances. Mercury's will continue in that way. Spam down through the wall, down he goes. Not the start that he wanted. JamYoung will reclaim his space.
I like the aggression towards middle here from the AWP. It's a lot of info. Actually cuts off an entire area of the map. At the same time, Togs might have been here fast enough to sort of hear the footsteps coming in, hear the scope, so he doesn't get too aggressive. Advent going to be mollied off from back 90. Flash comes around for him to try and work with a tough angle here. Well, they're not actually going to take the fight against him, and therefore he's able to back away. So Sharks, despite the man advantage, still have a lot of ground to make up.
It's true, they've got a lot of work to try and find something into this siege, and they can't boost up either. They've made a lot of noise. Kaze trained, but actually not trained on the noise angle. Smoke will come over. That'll at least obscure his vision for now. He's going to try and move around towards double stack. Kaze, right idea. Flash could really put him under a lot of pressure, and he gets his head ripped off. rdnzao, good work. And Doc's making a move here. There's no one to meet him. It's only JamYoung playing. Ooh, back headshot. That's a very early Molotov too.
10 seconds. Yeah. 10 seconds, bro. It's a pretty well-timed Molotov, to be fair. Puts him under a lot of pressure. And he goes down to it. I think it was also a nade as well from JamYoung, so we didn't quite catch that, but I'm pretty sure there's no way he dies that molly that fast. But baited in, and the nade to finish him off. Absolutely genius from JamYoung. Yeah, timing so solid on that. They've not planted yet. They must be coming A. No real presence on B. Oh, it's beautiful. We might catch it. Yeah, do you see that? You see that? The right click of the nade? It was the nade and the molly that finished off DRG. Baited him beautifully.
I didn't think it was a problem because they had a smoke, but they used a CT. So they the one smoke that could have saved them there in that round. I mean, it's... Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's smoke, right? You know what I mean? But I think it's just
there's a bit of an autopilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's just the case as well. I think him having a molly that late on into the round that's not been used yet, it is kind of, I'd say maybe 80-20. So you are getting a little bit unlucky, but the onus is also on you. Show some presence on A, and maybe he drops that molly earlier, you know?
Yeah.
Togs with a clean find. AWP will take down Doc, because kills all over the shop right now. Oh, that's rough from JamYoung. Mercury kind of sacrifices himself so JamYoung can live, but Sharks looking strong now.
Yeah, I mean, so far there has been a good half of Counter-Strike out of TYLOO. To close at 8-4 would be lovely. This can be super difficult. JamYoung tagged a little bit. Advent now rotating over. The bomb should go down here. How are you going to play this, JamYoung? He's going to go aggressive, and then I'll cost him. Molotov comes down, but it goes straight into a smoke, so it makes no difference. And Advent thrust into a 1v3. expectations probably a little tempered here as he runs on low on Yuta with just one flash left to try and find the way back in. No smoke for the bomb. No molly to force that fight. There's one for free. They don't check him. A second for Advent, but he nearly does it. Into the 1v3, down to the 1v1. The 7-5 half Sharks claim a little bit of face at the end. Let's see if they can continue it after the break.
Jet set, a high class, high fashion. No time to talk, no distractions. Affection, never met anyone else like me. If you're searching, I'll be in the VIP. It's all in the acronym. A very important person is coming in, and there's nowhere in the world I haven't been. If you don't understand, let me tell you again. I know my place and I come first. You wanna live like this, get to work. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve. I know my place and I come first. You wanna live like this, get to work. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve. I've got those diamonds, I've got that gold. Going once, going twice, going 3 times sold. I've got the class and I've got that style. Everyone is looking at me, they be staring for a while. Who said money can't make me happy? I call the bluff, but they thought they had me. And if they think they could ever get past me, I built my wall, this designer Versace. I bet you never met anyone else like me. If you're searching, I'll be in the VIP. It's all in the acronym. A very important person is coming in, and there's nowhere in the world I haven't been. If you don't understand, let me tell you again. I know my place and I come first. You wanna live like this, get to work. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve. I know my place and I come first. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve.
Welcome back into the second half, ladies and gentlemen. TYLOO and Sharks actually delivering really well here. You know, I thought that it was going to be a rough ride on this Vertigo, but TYLOO looking pretty good despite their shallow experience on the map.
Yeah, no, I agreed. I mean, TYLOO actually playing really well, and I think it's safe to say that a lot of research, because a lot of the predictions that we would see is pretty standard out of Sharks. You know, we were speaking about them liking to pop B. They just understand what the tendencies of Sharks are. TYLOO, just good stuff. They can get a pistol here. They really set themselves up quite nicely. Double stacking through ladder. 2 moving towards elevator, but they're actually all grouping up here, in fact, in through mid. Leaving one as a lurking presence. As Advent just going to have a poke and prod around. JamYoung leading the charge in through mid, and there's no one here to meet them. We've seen Sharks who have gone for a bit of a stack over towards A, and not a hell of a lot on offer.
rdnzao giving them the space, just allowing them in. He's going to gather as much information as possible. Hopefully they have a bit of an idea that not everyone is here for the T side, but we'll see. Charging forwards, Mercury, first line will only find one. ZTR capitalizes well, though. Taking another. In behind Gen. Tough one to beat. However, they're going to do it. JamYoung peeking into 4 pistols at once is certainly dangerous. Kaze and Advent left to do it all. It's Kaze, the pistol king. First time of asking. But unfortunately, they will fall. And a big win here from Sharks.
Yeah, really, really nice. In the same way, in the same vein as well as the start of this map, which was a retake coming through for TYLOO to kickstart their CT side. It's just in the exact same thing for Sharks. Really good retake, really good swing with the Julies. And things actually looked quite positive when they're playing up through Gem, but they just don't hold for each other. The crossfires are a little lackluster. Then Kaze and Advent in the tail end here. I mean, when Doc finds this, I don't think he should be given the luxury of going untraded, but he is. 4 kills to his name. Great pistol out from him. Sharks are going to make it a 1-round game. But of course, TYLOO, bomb plant. We'll take those. That means a buy coming in. Quad Galil, Advent on the Tech 9 with the bulk of the util. Set play here seems run boosting ZDR across. Bit of a change in angle, but yeah, Sharks aren't giving them the fight at all. They don't need second DB aggression at the moment. No stairs aggression is a thing for them. Kaze playing anti, I want to assume, as he's over towards elevator. Yeah, not a huge amount of control being taken here by Sharks. They're more than happy to wait for TYLOO to make a move.
PRG. Smoke goes down, got to be careful here. Not respecting how close they are, but Doc has got his back successfully for the first at the very least. Nearly a second actually out from Doc. So clean stuff from him, put Sharks in a nice position. Suplex back round with the M4. Ducking and diving for 2. Just Advent now with it all to do. Can he find any more from here? No, he cannot. So Sharks fend off against the 4 spy. Yeah,
good round, in all fairness. I think DRG gets a little fortunate, he doesn't get traded. U2 in hand, he just get bailed out, and then he has just enough space to run away. And that's probably enough. Bit of a, you know, one and done angle traditionally by Doc, but his one is more than good enough, and JamYoung taking a hell of a lot of damage. It's this double here that basically sorts it into place, and now for TYLOO, not getting a bomb down, and struggling a little bit both on the A and B side. There is going to be a couple of question marks thrown up in the air here. No buy for them to work with. Sharks, an opportunity to maybe start to make a bit of a run themselves on this CT side. We saw this CT side was really good against Vitality. A lot of time. Ramp control was great, and DRG was the main man behind it as well. This guy was so talented. He's had a really quiet game, especially by his standards. He was a top fragger against Vitality. So far, not so good. Mercury, chunking an aid. These pistols already feeling a bit of the wrath of the util.
Spamming away here. TYLOO playing slowly in this one, not just charging in with the Glocks. They do have those couple flashes, trying to show tiny bits of presence, keep attention on B, which is working, to be fair. There's 3 over there at the moment. They might be able to isolate a fight or 2. Doc, however, is hungry for the eco frags. He does get traded. DRG, will he fall to the same fate here? Yes, he will. The Eagle finding success for a couple. Rotations have come back in. And the nade, yeah, he's going to finish one off and soften Advent up. He flashes round, would need a hell of a thing here, and it's not even going to get started. Bit of damage and some kill bonus, but Sharks taking the lead.
Yeah, nice work. I mean, you know, to a degree expected, but just making sure they're quite clean. Really decent as well. I'm liking how we kind of change up the setups a little bit. Doc is, he's loving these traditional kind of one and done angles, but making them stick. I do wonder how TYLOO are going to try and respond to him, because he's playing a lot of these sort of slightly off-angle positions, which can be quite difficult to deal with. So far, so good. Sharks playing some good Counter-Strike now. Suplex in towards his favorite AWP. And rdnzao taking a bit of a hit when it comes towards his buy, as he's only got a MP9. There's plenty of money left over, as do basically the vast majority of Sharks. So, no rush. Oh my god, Toxic slipped the net. Down that ladder, slip the net, free kill on towards Cars, and he's out of there, non-traded. They've now lost him immediately. They have no idea where he's gone.
Oh.
JamYoung figured it out. Pretty quickly. Yeah, he figured that one out.
All right. Mr. Young, looking good. Maybe catch it on a replay, but it sounded quite quick, didn't it? It sounded quite quick across the map there. All right. What is the plan here? JamYoung left to his own devices, it would seem. And he is, in fact, calling on the team to join him again. TYLOO liking this idea. Fake it out at B. Move back towards A. It's all on Suplex, however. Great position for him and kind of aggressive with the AWP as well. They're not going to smoke it out. Just going to go blindly peeking in and, yeah, don't want to do that. In that angle against an AWP, it's just a free one for Suplex, really.
Nice posted up again. An angle which he can fall away from, and he has support from Doc on site. Already looking pretty rough. They've got plenty util to work with here, but time is ticking. Now or never, boys. They start to make a move. Smoke will come through and Doc will play around. He blocks it a little bit as well, which is actually pretty good. But he might fall here as JamYoung, and he will. JamYoung continues to move, but he'll fall as well. Trying to keep them alive. The Orb's looking for another one. He can't find them. He's desperately dancing around. He can't do it. ZDR deletes him. Bomb will go down as well. And rdnzao, the only one who took a hit in terms of the investment, now on a much worse buy. He knows where everyone is. He heard the drop down. That's the only thing. He has no util to clear him, so he'll just swing him instead.
Super clean for that one. ZDR trying to creep round, catches him. His crosshair swinging as he peeked. Not ready for ZDR out in the open. A big 1v1 won by TYLOO there. And actually a big round overall. It looked very good. The position the Sharks found themselves in early and into the mid-round felt really good. There's the JamYoung frag. Patience paying off, but capitalizing beautifully. Still really, really well played here from TYLOO. And it's ZDR, a player that, you know, was probably the least recognizable name on this roster, even with the vast majority of their sort of benched players and notable active subs or whatever's going on at the moment with the TYLOO team. And he's topping the scoreboard across the entire server.
He's having a good game. He really is. 17 for him. It has been a real good addition. He does play some quite tough roles at times as well. And he makes a mistake. He's rotating through mid on those CT positions. On T side as well, he's basically the support. At least in that sense, he's given a little bit of leeway, hoping that the likes of the JamYoungs and the Mercuries of the world can crack open some space. And there we go. Exactly that combination of the both. Finally, the opening kill. Tog has a charge. He's spotted out, though. Now you don't want to stick around. You've only got an MP9. Advent having a look in through construction here as that Molotov starts to fade. He has the bomb. Don't overextend there. Losing that would be huge as Tog just sneaking through the smoke, and he might even be just getting behind them. He might just 5-7 up close. JamYoung will find it, and Mercury getting another. These two are incredible when they start getting going.
Yeah, really, really hot here. If we can get them activated at the same kind of time, then TYLOO are in for a really, really good finish here. But a fantastic round in isolation from the two of them. Joining around the same time. I can never remember. JamYoung definitely picked up in a pug, and then I can't remember if it was Mercury or Mosaic.
The Mosaic.
That was also, yeah. Okay, I did think that.
Yeah, there's sort of speculation.
Gone with
I think
my
it was
gut.
along the lines of I think it's that he never really lost that kind of puggy nature about him, which obviously is very different fundamentally to the way Team CS has played. But it is weird, you know, we haven't really seen him play all too much. There was rumors that he was coming back to this TYLOO team, and yeah, it never happened. So
I think, did we see him like he was maybe playing in ECL?
Potentially.
There was definitely a couple games, maybe a qualifier, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Mosaic was in, and you know, he wasn't like listed on HLTV, and then when we got on the server, he was playing, and we were like, oh, wait a minute, you know. So
I feel like I do remember this.
Yeah, I think he has had a couple of showings, but maybe just in like a stand-in kind of capacity when someone's unavailable, or you know, he's
Super
really trying to prove that
now.
he's changed. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's very, very tough. If you just don't have the mindset ready for Team Counter-Strike, it can be hard to work on that.
You know what they say, though, you know, bad workman blames his tools, right? Advent, you've got to find a way to slow this guy now, I'm joking. Already making a move on towards the B side. There's no one here. Enemy's a pistol. rdnzao out towards construction. It'll come down, but yeah, I mean, this round is whatever, right? The only thing they care about is just making sure the AWP stays alive. If they can overwhelm somebody, get a freebie with a gun, that'd be nice. A dink and a drop. So, it's good, but I don't actually think they're going to get the gun here, which is unfortunate. Kaze is down to make sure that is the case. They could have picked up an AK of something of the sort. That'd be nice. Gilil, I don't think they really care about. They're going to have M4s next round. Just make sure this AWP stays alive is the only real priority. Is JamYoung tempted to wrap back down and look towards elevator? Thankfully, it seems like no for now, but I say that. It's Kaze having a little look. They don't need to go in towards spawn. And they most definitely don't need to go towards elevator either. TYLOO, double digits. First side to crack into it as well. 3 rounds away from stealing away the Sharks map pick, which would be huge for them. They're able to do this. It sets up the series quite nicely. This felt like a real secure map for the Sharks side, just off the back of what we've seen so far, you know, this tournament. But if TYLOO were coming out and putting up these sort of performances, ZDR stepping up in a big way, we're seeing these flashes, these moments from JamYoung and Mercury as well, then maybe, just maybe, this series could be a little bit quicker than we initially thought.
This round, though, begins slowly. TYLOO, I think they know the importance of this. They need to find that opener. The RG, though. Yeah, unexpected angle for 2. Super clean transfer from him. Meanwhile, at middle, TYLOO players gonna have to pick up the pieces. I think this was, you know, a double-pronged attack that they were looking for, but here it absolutely has to work. Boost is up, not fully committed. They will take the bridge player. It's a beautiful trade from Suplex. Retains that man advantage.
All right, not bad. Maybe a chance to work with. It's again starting to make a little move of their own. rdnzao, he's making noise, but he'll hear some as well. So there's something to work with. Swing of the corner. And ZDR again, man. This guy is really stepping up in a big way. 2v2. And they've got a chance. Retake utility isn't great either for the CT side. Hey, double flash. Nade comes over, but it's too little too late. Bomb already down, so they're not in that position. ZDR up close. M4 selected for the AWP, but he drops in towards his death, and that's a really decent setup. Nice and aggro by Kaze and ZDR. And a really good round out of the new boy on this team. Solid stuff. Really decently delivered. And TYLOO inching ever closer now to taking away this map. Sharks just do not seem to have an answer for this T side.
Yeah, it's rough. It is very rough. Again, they find themselves in a position that looks winnable, that looks doable, but just cannot convert it. TYLOO at the same time playing really, really well. Never down and out in a round. Always making moves. Always trying to get their strong individuals facilitated. I feel like that smoke has failed a little bit. At the very least, if you are going to go for a smoke like that, you got to watch it as a CT player. Either way, they are aggressive on B here. They are confident on B, our Sharks. A decent read. 4 of them around. Is it going to make a difference on the low buy? So far, so good. Yep, 5-7 keeps going. rdnzao will be traded, but now we've got the entire CT remaining team here. 2 versus 2. Bomb has bailed, however, and they're going to give A go. Mercury will be in quite early on. Should be able to convert from here. You feel that M4 still in play.
Yeah, I mean, they just win the foot race. Nice and simple. Mercury going to be tested probably in a second. As Doc is starting to make a little creep himself, but Bomb will go down, no bother. Again, as CT side utility goes isn't great. They tried to catch one on exit as Kaze jumped across. It's Mercury going to reclaim a bit of the space and try and fight here. But it's Kaze's AWP who sees him off. Suplex can't catch them falling away. Mercury will see it off as well. Really good. Another 2v2 converted for TYLOO. And it's beautiful. You cannot complain about TYLOO at the moment. They are playing really well. in these clutch situations, in these big moments, making it stick. We saw this happen on the CT side, and now we're most definitely seeing it happen on the T side. Sharks have absolutely no answer for this TYLOO team.
Yeah, it's rough to see. It is very rough to see. I think fair play to TYLOO, looking really, really good on this T end, but Sharks, I don't know, just drop it. And arguably not what we've seen from them. You know, we've not really seen them face off against top-tier competition, but, well, I suppose Vitality indeed, but ultimately just one map. Not a lot of top-tier competition, I think, would be a good correction there. And it just doesn't look good enough. Doesn't look good enough. We've expected better from them. They had a nice map against Vitality. Looked very good against M80. Maybe they hear me a little bit as this round picking apart TYLOO.
Yeah, they're not there just yet, but they're needing an overtime. Now, we had quite a few of those yesterday. Long old day at Counter-Strike. Maybe this one might be a little bit more the same. Again, though, pumping the brakes. JamYoung and Kaze, they are two that can make a round like this work. Kaze's good in the clutch. JamYoung just good in general. He's making a move. You got docking towards shore here. Gotta make a decision. Time is ticking though. 40 seconds. As Kaze on the creep, round this corner with the AWP. Might get a chance here. Spots the shoulder, spots the shot, hits it. Nice work. 2v3. And now it's starting to become workable, and a Molotov will come down to slow them down.
JamYoung to creep forwards. Flash comes in for him to have a peek at gap. Only 20 seconds here now. I think they might be conceding it. Or they... No? Okay, they are indeed going to move away. So Sharks will get number 9. JamYoung trying to take some names, but the round is ultimately over. Kaze opts to keep his AWP and keep that big bag of cash. He's up to 11k, right? So it's all good that he doesn't get money after time. The AWP far more valuable.
Yeah.
In his hands.
I don't think they're in any sort of period where they're even kind of, remotely stressed right now. This has been very very simple for them, but very much kind of plain sailing for a while. We do need to still see maybe a tad more out of them in terms of when they don't find the opening kill. That's maybe the only kind of gripe we can have, where they haven't found that first. They do look a little tough in the man-to-man situations. That nade is so good. Set the R, Kaze all taking mean tags there. Already starting to creep up. Double AK is going to make a move to B stairs. Mercury going to drop an 8 of his own. Trying to keep some attention drawn here towards A, but it doesn't seem to be a focal point for where this bomb wants to head. Oh.
The noise being made. Could be anything, I suppose, but they've got to be ready for somewhat of a boost. ZDR has made it in. rdnzao close to the action, but he's got a nade in hand. Flash comes in. Nade does indeed get released, but he goes down. A 1-for-1 is a pretty good way for TYLOO to kick the round off. Oh, a little awkward. Mercury at least gets the trade. I was going to say, moving in front of the AWP there. On the rotation, they're ready to go, but Mercury stands strong. 3 for him in total. The 2 of the most important kills of the game thus far. It's Doc all alone. He's known about, and down he will go. What a half to come through from TYLOO. They lost the pistol, you have to bear in mind, in that second half, and they didn't lose many rifle rounds, I'll tell you that much for free. Stealing away the Vertigo for Sharks. We will continue the Counter-Strike action after the break.